Hello again. Now the main stories in London, and we begin with more on the European elections. Labour's doubled its number of MEPs in the capital. The party now have 4 out of 8 seats. Against the national trend, UKIP failed to make much of an impression here, whilst the Lib Dems dropped off the radar, as Rags Martel reports.
The first seat goes to the UK Independence Party, Mr Nigel Paul Farage.
UKIP won over the nation, but not the capital. London, it seems, indifferent to Nigel Farage. The winner here, Labour, doubling its MEPs and winning half the seats.
I think we did well from a party that, in 2010, got one of its worst shares of the vote ever in an election. Labour is a party over the last few years that has been making progress. There's further to go, but I believe we're in a position where we can win the general election.
Labour topped the poll in London, winning 4 seats. The Conservatives second, but lost an MEP. UKIP came third, retaining their only seat, as did the Greens in fourth.
So why do you think UKIP hasn't done as well in London as it has done in the rest of the UK?
Londoners are more resistant to the charms of Nigel Farage, particularly in inner London, it must be said. There are parts of outer London where UKIP have done relatively well in the Euro elections. But generally the London population has characteristics which are the exact opposite of what makes an average UKIP voter.
The European election is over, but in Tower Hamlets they're still waiting for the council result, 3 days after polls closed. The delayed count will resume tomorrow. Rags Martel, ITV News.
A man's in court this afternoon charged with murder and arson after a 49-year-old was found dead in a burnt-out property in Barnet. Post-mortem results revealed Antonio Tommaso had been stabbed before the fire 11 days ago. Police are searching for a brother and sister who've been missing from their foster homes since last week. It's believed 14-year-old Olivia Cromwell and 13-year-old Alfie Cromwell may be in the Barnet area where they previously lived. Heathrow Express workers have started a 24-hour walkout over pay and jobs. Trains between the airport and Paddington are expected to be disrupted until the early hours of tomorrow morning. Not a great day out there weather-wise, so let's have a look at the forecast. Here's Alex.
We love to get away, whatever the weather. My Ferrylink Dover to Calais ferries sponsor ITV London weekday weather.
Hello, good afternoon. It's a pretty cloudy affair out there at the moment. The best of any brightness does lie out towards the east. Temperatures all round not too bad. In the best of any bright spells, up to around 18 degrees is possible. So it's going to be a fairly mild night. We're still going to hang on to 1 or 2 showers pushing eastwards through the capital. Then forward tomorrow, it starts off on a pretty dull note. The odd glimmer of brightness is possible. Bit more brightness to come in the afternoon, but that will spark off a few scattered showers. Some of them could be quite heavy at times. Temperatures not too bad, again up to around 18 degrees, but certainly cooler out towards the east. Have a good day. I'll see you later on.
My Ferrylink Dover to Calais ferries sponsor ITV London weekday weather.
And that is it for now, but you can of course get updates throughout the day by going to our website. That's itv.com/London. All sorts of extra stories there as well. I'll be back just after 6 o'clock. Until then, a very good afternoon to you. Bye-bye.